Let's start drawing pattern 4 by selecting the line command. The instructions call for us to begin that line at a very specific coordinate of 50, 30. So I'll type at the keyboard 50, 30. It means that this line will begin at a location 50 units in the positive x direction and 30 units in the positive y direction as measured from the origin of the drawing. According to our handout, the first line will be drawn in the 0-degree direction and it will be 94 units. So I'll drag the line in the 0-degree direction and type 94 and press the Enter key. The next line is going to be 40 units, but it will have to be drawn so that the angle between the line that I'm drawing and its previous line is going to be 135 degrees. Said another way, it would have to be 45 degrees above horizontal. Or if we said that we could start from a 90-degree angle or vertical line, it would be 45 degrees in the clockwise direction. So we'll go ahead and pull that line in the correct direction and just type 40 and press the Enter key. Now the next line will have to be drawn so that it is 35 units, but the angle between the line that I want to draw and the previously drawn line has to be 150 degrees. 150 degrees is going to be 30 degrees less than 180. So right now I have the cursor positioned so that I would be drawing a line away from the previously drawn line at 180 degrees. So let's back it off by 15, 30 degrees. So we've established the correct angle there, and the next line has to be drawn to 35 units. So I'll type that at the keyboard and press the Enter key. The next line has to be drawn so that the angle between this line and the next line will be 120 degrees. According to the handout, the angle between this line and this line is 180 degrees, so we'll start out at 90 degrees and add 15 and 30 to that. So that's going to be 57 units. I'll type that at the keyboard and press the Enter key. So the angle between the next line and the previous drawn line is going to be 105 degrees. That is 15 degrees more than 90. So I'm dragging the line out right now so that it forms a 90-degree angle with the previously drawn line. So 90 plus another 15 will give me 105, and the length of that line will be 82 units. The next line has to be drawn so that the angle between it and the previously drawn line will be 105 degrees. So I'm going to just position the cursor so that it forms a 90-degree angle with the previously drawn line, and I'll add 15 degrees to that to give me 105. So our next line, which happens to be FG, will be 61 units. So I'll type that at the keyboard and press the Enter key. The next line will be drawn so that the angle between it and the previously drawn line will be 150 degrees. So if I were to draw a line from this point in this direction, it would form a 180-degree angle with the previously drawn line. So let's back that off by 15 and another 15. So this particular line, which has to be drawn at 38 units, will form that 150-degree angle. The next line, line HJ, has to be at 90 degrees from line GH. So I'll just drag that line out in this direction. I can see visually that that forms a 90-degree angle. And line HJ has to be 85 units, so I'll just press the Enter key. The next line has to form a 60-degree angle to the line that we just drew. So let's start from here and go 15, 30, 45, and 60, and we now know that line JK has to be 53, and we also know, of course, that the line is being drawn in the correct direction. So we've typed 53 at the keyboard. Let's press the Enter key, and now we'll just type the letter C for close. The next thing I want to do is draw the slot in this. So I'm going to start out by drawing a circle. And I'm going to hold the Shift key down and right click. And I'm going to snap from this point right here. And I'm using that point because all of the dimensions for the location of the slot are relative to either line A, B, or this particular point. So I'm going to snap from that point, and at the keyboard I'm going to type at 21, 34 and press the Enter key. Now the radius of this circle is going to be 7.5 units, so I'll just type 7.5, press the Enter key. The next thing I want to do is copy that circle in this direction, and I want to copy that by 48 units. So I'll type that at the keyboard and press the Enter key. Since there are no additional circles to be added to this, I'm going to right click and click Enter. Now let's draw a line, and I'm going to draw a line exactly from a quadrant here. And I'll draw that line to another quadrant right here. Right click and click Enter to exit that command. Now let's use the mirror tool, and we'll mirror this particular object, and we'll mirror it about a mirror line that exists between the center of that circle and the center of that circle. Our prompt is asking us if we want to erase source objects, and we're going to answer no to that. Now let's use the trim tool, and I'm going to make each of the horizontal lines cutting edges. I'll right click and then click on that part of the circle that I want eliminated. The next thing I want to do is click on File, Save As, and I'm going to save that as Pattern 4.